Now, Josh, you're one of my best friends. If I was going to have you over to my place to watch the Pistons, but I didn't have anywhere specific for you to sit, you could either sit on the floor or maybe just pace anxiously around the room. What would you think of that?
Well, Andrew, you're one of my best friends as well, and you know how much I love the Pistons. But to be honest, if those were the amenities that you were offering me, A, I don't think your wife would be very happy, and B, I don't know how much longer we'd be friends for.
And I wouldn't blame you. And isn't it true that they say that dogs are a man's best friend?
They do say that, I think.
And so, wouldn't it make sense for a dog to feel like a best friend by having its own place to sit, to sleep, to rest its head after a long day? And wouldn't it be nice if that place for them to sleep, say a dog bed, also looked nice in your home? Well, I think we might have a solution.
That's right, Andrew. For the next 20 minutes or so, we want you to stick with us because we're going to walk you through our line of premium pet beds that you see here. Not just for dogs, not just for cats, but whatever animal you call your best friend. They're going to love you forever if you get them one of these. And they'll never have to sleep on the floor or at the foot of your bed again.
And we know what you're thinking, audience. I've tried dog beds before. I've bought a lot of them. And inevitably, they get dirty, they get worn out. Your dog doesn't really like them. On top of that, you got a lot going on right now. Maybe money feels a little tighter than it did this time last year. You're thinking, premium dog beds? Give me a break. Well, we're happy you're here. We want you to stick with us because we're going to walk you through what we think sets Bark and Slumber pet beds apart, what we think makes them better than anything else that you might find out there. And we're also going to tell you about our special extended Black Friday sale that we have going on right now through this upcoming Monday, Cyber Monday, November 28th. The beds that you see here in front of us are our featured beds that we're selling for 20% off. So we're happy you're here. Hang with us.
And if at any point you've seen enough of us, you don't want to look at our faces anymore, and you've made your decision, you find one of these beds that you want to buy, you can check them out right below us, shop them right below. And before we go any further, we should also mention that if you have any questions that we'll probably get to them in a little bit, but if you don't want to wait, we have a Bark and Slumber product expert in the chat right now that'll help you out. Andrew, do you want to say hi to anyone before we get started?
We should probably say hello to some people. Not every day you get to be on an Amazon Live, so I want to say hi to my wife, Catherine, my two boys, Price and Gibbs, and my dog, Maya. Anybody you want to say hi to?
Yeah, I will say hi to my parents, Ellen and David, my sister, and my brother-in-law, Lauren and Tom, and then all my dogs across the country. What's up, fellas?
Dogs, D-A-W-G.
Yep. Okay, Andrew, why don't you get us kicked off here by telling us a little bit about the Bark and Slumber brand?
So as we mentioned, this is a new brand that we recently launched on Amazon this year. And as we set out to create this brand, as we looked at what was already out there in the market, what we noticed, what we didn't see, was beds that, quite frankly, were attractive, that we would want to have in our homes. I mean, interior design is a really important part of people's lives and their personal aesthetic. And we didn't see many beds that you wouldn't end up throwing in a closet or in a corner when you had guests over because you didn't want them to see it. And so what we did was we have a really great in-house design team right here at our office in Michigan. They developed these patterns based on interior design trends, and we developed a really style and trend-focused brand of beds that not only look great, but are also made from premium materials, so they're going to stand up to whatever your dogs can throw at them.
Yeah, all these patterns look great. Why don't you walk me through some of them? Show me what we've got here.
Sure. So the one, let's start right in front of you. So this is what we call our rollover rust. It is a nice, as the name implies, a nice rust color. Has a nice distressed medallion print on it. Really great, classic, traditional pattern. Also on the traditional front, hold that for a second. We'll talk about that guy in just a minute.
Okay.
This is a great neutral. This is our houndstooth plaid. It's the classic houndstooth in a plaid. And Josh, come on. Did you catch it? It's a houndstooth on a hound's bed.
Yep, hound and hound.
Hound and hound. Dogs are hounds, hounds are dogs, houndstooth.
Yeah, I got it.
Dog bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's funny.
Great. Funny guy. So those are two really popular traditional patterns that we have in the program right now.
Yeah, I can tell. Those are great for just about anyone, but I've got some friends that, maybe prefer a more modern style. Do we have anything that they would like?
Like this green?
This
right
green?
here? Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's hold this up for
this is our herringbone green, has a herringbone stripe pattern. And again, they've been telling me for years that this is green's year. You just wait. But this year, I actually think I really believe it. I see green everywhere. And this particular green, this pattern is actually our best-selling pattern so far right now.
Also, herringbone, dog.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, I just thought of that one.
Now we're talking, people. And then our last modern print that we have here on set today is, whichever one you want to grab.
All right, I'll do this one.
Is our Toby triangles. This one is special. Let me get this out of your way so
yeah,
you can
thank you.
really get to know the Toby triangles.
I'm going to get covered in dog beds over here.
Yeah, it's a nice, got a soft Sherpa sleep surface. What I like about this bed, it's got a lot of contrasting elements, the white with the black, with the brown piping going around it. Pretty cool. I'm not cool enough to have this in my house, but cool repeating triangle print. Good modern bed right there.
Yeah, nothing screams cool like triangles. Right. Everyone knows that.
Now that we've talked about these, do you have a favorite one?
I mean, I do sort of, but to be honest, it's a little hard to pick. These are all great, and the good news is that I don't think people have to pick anymore. Maybe in the past you would have had to buy two separate beds, but we actually sell covers alone now, don't we?
We do. As of just a few weeks ago, we actually sell covers on their own. Right on the same page where you would buy the full bed, you have the option just to buy the cover. So if you have a hard time choosing and you want to buy a couple, maybe you want to have a backup one in case one gets dirty, maybe you are switching out some of your home decor with the seasons and you want to have a cover and a pattern that goes along with that, you don't need to buy a whole extra bed, although you're welcome to. You can buy just the cover and you can swap them out anytime you'd like.
That's cool. That's really cool. Tell me more about these beds that we've got here, these specific beds. Why are these the ones we chose for our Black Friday sale? 20% off, you said?
20% off.
So what's special about these ones?
It's pretty easy. Now, these are our best sellers. So these are what our customers have told us so far are our best beds. And so as we enter into the holiday season, we wanted to pull out all the stops and we wanted to offer great deals on our best beds.
Great. So I've got the options with the patterns. And now I'm looking around. I'm seeing that I've also got a few different options, or maybe more, with shapes. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by all these decisions. So help me sort through these. How can I decide which shape would be best depending on which pet I'm shopping for?
So the important thing to think about when you're thinking about a shape is how your dog or your pet actually sleeps. Do they spread out and sprawl and stretch their legs as far as they possibly can? Stretch a little farther. Or do they curl up into a tight little ball, almost like a cinnamon roll? That's really going to determine. Even tighter. Kind of like that.
Okay.
So that's what's going to determine what shape that you want to buy. So let's talk about them. So go ahead and grab that bad boy over there, which you already were holding.
Okay. I'll grab it again. No problem.
So this is our sofa, which is our most luxurious, also the most versatile. So got a lot of sleep surface area for pets to sprawl out, but also has the bolster around for either supporting their head or maybe they can curl into it in the corner. So that's a really great option. This bed also, along with our lounger, comes in a plush polyfill base, or you can see it on the bottom of the stack over there. That's our orthopedic foam base.
All right, let me grab that one.
Make sure to keep things nice.
All right. Just give me a second here. Here's the foam. Put this one back over here. All right. Yeah, wow. You can really tell the difference. This thing it's firm. It'd be good for a big dog. Any other of these beds good for big dogs?
They are. But before we go to the big dogs, I do want to talk, because I know you know the difference, but maybe some of our audience might not know the difference between the polyfill and the foam. So the polyfill is For pets who like a softer sleep surface, this feels more like an oversized bed pillow. The fill itself actually is made from 100% recycled bottles, which is great. And then the foam, as I mentioned, is an orthopedic foam, good for older, bigger pets or pets who just like a firmer sleep surface. And they want to call out, it is CertiPure certified, which is the certification to have to make sure that the foam is being made without harmful toxic chemicals. So we're keeping things super clean and a good option. So, but back to your question, I don't want to leave you hanging. Great for big dogs. The lounger is also great for big dogs. As you can see, a lot of room to spread out. We have multiple sizes in all of these. And if you have a really big dog, we have a good selection of extra large beds, which are shockingly big, if we're honest. So you can be sure to check those out too on the product pages.
Big dog, that was my nickname in high school as
Was
well.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody still call you that?
I mean, besides you?
Yeah, besides me.
Yeah, occasionally,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about the rectangle and the sofa. I noticed we've got a couple circular options too for people that prefer that aesthetic.
Sure. Yep. You got two options there. So on the floor there in front of you, that's the round lounger. Really popular shape among dogs. You don't have to. It's okay. It can stay there.
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
So yeah, this is a really popular style just out in the marketplace among dog owners, and so it also looks really unique in your home.
Yeah.
And then underneath that is our round cloud, which is another really popular shape, kind of like a donut. It's got a nice crevice on the inside for dogs to really snuggle up inside. Also, now you have a cat. His name is Kobe.
Yep.
This would be also a great bed for cats.
Yeah, Kobe actually has one of these Bark and Slumber beds. He loves it. He curls up on here, stays warm on a cold winter night. It's great. So we've looked at all these shapes. One of the main concerns that we hear from consumers is that their old beds get worn out, they get torn up, clawed up. But these, we've been feeling these beds. They feel a little different. They feel substantial and pretty durable, right?
Yeah, and that was one of the things that was most important to us, is that these beds would be made of premium materials and they'd be able to take a beating. And so in particular, the fabrics on the loungers and the round loungers, these patterns, they really do stand up to dogs who like to dig and scratch. I know that my dog, when she was a puppy, would really get after these beds and would get into these digging fits. And these fabrics, they are a nice heavy weight, got a nice backing on them, so they'll be able to stand up if it sounds like it describes your dog. But not only that, not only are they durable, they're still really soft. I mean, you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
So we're not compromising on comfort just to give you some durability. You get both, which is a really great benefit and value for you guys.
Yeah, I think we actually have a video clip showing the audience what we've been talking about here. So let's go ahead and play that right now.
Let's watch it.
Wow, Andrew, what a great value. And, as a reminder to everyone, as if you need another one, all these beds are 20% off right now through November 28th. That's Cyber Monday, this upcoming Monday.
Sure.
And, we talked about the premium materials, the durability. These things are soft as heck, too. That means are they hard to clean, or?
They're actually not. And that
Really?
was, believe it or not. And that's another thing that was really important to us as we were creating these beds, is that they wouldn't be hard to clean, because we know that easy cleaning is a top priority for most every dog owner, because as I mentioned earlier, and as we all know, if you're a dog owner, dogs are dirty. They get dirty paws, they drool, all sorts of things that would not be proper to talk about on Amazon Live. But,
yeah, but we get it.
And so it was important for us that these beds would be machine washable. And so each bed comes with a nice sturdy zipper that you can
Look at that.
You can unzip, take the cover off. The covers are machine washable. You throw them in the wash, You can throw them in the dryer, you can tumble dry them on low. In a matter of minutes, you can have a clean dog bed and it'd basically be good as new.
Wow. So we talk about washing the cover. I see this beautiful Bark and Slumber labeled fill right here too. Is it a good idea to wash this as well?
We do not suggest washing the fill, washing the insert itself, but the good news is that you shouldn't have to. The fabric that the insert is made out of, it's actually water repellent. So if the dog has an accident or if water or any type of moisture gets through the cover, it should just roll right off. It's not going to get in and destroy the bed. So you can wipe off the insert, wash the cover in the washing machine, and your bed is just like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you're saying that, I remember we actually ran a test on what you're talking about, on the quality and the durability of this fill on one of our previous Amazon Lives during Halloween. So let's take a look at me as a mad scientist. All right, I'm going to do it. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. It's beating right off.
It really is beating right off. So if you have dogs that are potty training, you have dogs that are incontinent and have, urinary issues, this is a great benefit for them.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and see that the majority of that water just kind of rolled right off the front.
Yeah, well, it's dry.
Yeah, any leftover we can just easily wipe away with our rag here. And then I do want to call out, you can see some of the water's pooling on the table below.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you want to happen. So you don't want any of that liquid to soak through to the interior of your bed. So that's exactly what we wanted to happen. We're just going to wipe away all of the rest of that water.
Yeah, the bed stayed drier than the table here.
Exactly. Because your fill is your most expensive part of your pet bed, and you want to make sure that it is taken care of and it is, secure.
Yeah, this is good as new.
Good as new. Okay.
No need to wash.
I think we can take our goggles off for a hot second.
All right.
Okay. Very neat. Thank you, Josh.
Of course.
Well, thank you for running that very, very official test.
Of course. Anything else you want to share about these beds we've been looking at, the brand or the Black Friday sale, 20% off right now through November 28th, before we get out of here?
So, it being Black Friday and all, entering into the holiday season and the holiday gift buying season, did just want to call out that these are great gift ideas for pets. If you're the kind of person that buys gifts for their own pet, or maybe you have a friend or a family member who has a pet or is getting a new pet, these would be a great gift for them. Speaking of that, we have an upcoming Amazon Live specifically dedicated to gift ideas for pets that's coming up on Saturday, December 10th. So feel free and please join us for that. And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. I think, you know what, I said Kobe has one of these already. I'm going to need to get another one for my cat right now. So.
Well, you better hurry because we're going to keep saying this. This sale, 20% off, only runs through this coming Monday, November 28th. So
Cyber Monday.
Yep. You better hurry.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end this segment so I can get my order placed.
Let's do that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Just as a reminder, all of these beds can be shopped via the link in the description below. We have more Amazon Lives like the one that I mentioned about gifts. We have even more than that coming soon, so please stay tuned and keep an eye out for those. If you have any questions in the meantime, want to contact us about anything, you can reach us at hello@barkandslumber.com, and we'd love to talk to you there. And we really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks, Andrew.